Welcome students. Welcome to the lecture series on oscillation. So in today's class we are going to discuss about velocity, acceleration and energy in case of simple harmonic motion. So let us start. So you can see there is a oscillator is actually oscillating. So our today's aim to calculate the velocity of this oscillator. Now we know the displacement of this oscillator can be expressed as x equal to a sine omega t. Now we know as we have to calculate the velocity, we have to take the derivative of it. So we take the derivative of dx dt. So we get a omega cos omega t. Now we can replace this cos omega t in terms of x and a, because your cos omega t is root over 1 minus sine square omega t, and then you can replace sine omega t as x by a. So you will end up with plus minus omega root over a square minus x square. So what does it physically looks like? It means it has two values. One is positive, one is negative. So you can see one time this oscillator is going to the right hand side, other time it is going to the left hand side. So if one is the positive direction, other will be the negative direction. And again it has some maximum and minimum value depending upon the value of x, means its displacement. So there will be 2 point of maxima and 2 point of minimum. So you have to calculate what are the maxima and minimum values of velocity in this case. So it is very easy. You have to take what is the maximum and minimum value of this velocity v for the values of x. So we have to know the value of x. Okay. Now you go to the value of acceleration. Now we know for acceleration we have to take the derivative of velocity. So take it and we get as minus omega square a sine omega t. So your acceleration alpha is minus omega square x. Now did you notice that your omega square is a constant because it is the angular frequency. So your acceleration alpha is actually proportional to minus x. So it is the definition of SHM. So we have started with the definition of SHM, and also when we calculate the acceleration we get the same condition for SHM. That is, the acceleration is proportional to displacement x and it is negative, means it is always towards the mean position, means the equilibrium position. Okay. Now let's see in a graphical form. So this black one, solid black one is your displacement curve. Okay, so it is a sine curve. Now your velocity, you will have a derivative of it. So this red dotted one is the derivative of it. So it is your velocity curve. Okay, and for acceleration, this blue dotted one is your acceleration. Now you see there is a relative phase difference between your displacement and velocity. So it is up to you. You have to calculate what is the relative phase difference between displacement and velocity. So it is very easy because your displacement is a sine curve and your velocity is a cos curve. So you have to calculate the phase difference between the sine curve and cos curve. Okay, and this kind of graph can be generated using the software Desmos. So you can do it yourself by putting various kind of equation and see how this looks, how this kind of variation looks. Now going to the energy in case of simple harmonic motion. So we know the kinetic energy is given by half mv square. So it is half m. You remember your v was plus minus omega root over a square minus x square. So you take the square of it and put it here. So your kinetic energy is half m omega a square minus x square. Your potential energy is given by half m omega x square. So again it is up to you. You have to calculate yourself the potential energy, and let's see that the potential will be half m omega x square. So what will be the total energy? It will be half m omega s square, because you take the addition of these two terms, this x square will cancel out and you will end up with half m omega s square. So graphically you see at the mean position you have a maximum kinetic energy, because here you have maximum velocity, and at the two extreme position you have the zero kinetic energy, because there your velocity is 0. And it is the opposite for the case of potential energy. So at the mean position, your potential energy is minimum, and at the extreme position, your potential energy is the maximum. So when you take the addition of these two curves, this blue solid of kinetic energy and red dotted of the potential energy, you get a constant curve of energy. So the total energy in case of simple harmonic motion is constant. So what we learned today? We have discussed about the velocity in case of SHM, the acceleration, then the kinetic energy, potential energy, and the total energy. Thank you.